Sunday night, man. It's the P Spot, baby. This is what we do right here every Sunday night, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock live. We start a little late. That's black folks' time. But it is the P Spot, man. When we finish up on everything that happened during the week, we come to cap it off for you. Like always, I got my man in the house, my man, Cole Grits in this piece. He's always sitting in with me every week here. And tonight we got a special guest in the house, my man Charles Silk Don sitting in the house. We're going to go into who he is in a little bit later. But it's Sunday night. That's what we do, man. And we cap off the week, even in the sports. Hey, big shouts out to my Cowboy. I know it's preseason, but we did it.
Come on, Bo P. You gonna start already with preseason wins?
We did it.
You talking about preseason wins?
Man,
already.
I'm trying to start off on a high note, man. The Cowboys won. What can I say?
Pay attention. You had that star on your head over there.
That's right, baby. Stars are born. They're not falling out the sky. They're born. They fall out the sky too, but we're born stars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, it is the closing of the week. We had a lot going on. We found out my man Epstein killed himself. They said he did. Man. They said he did. I don't know if he did or not. They said it was the panties. He done ordered some panties.
Hey, they say they haven't really ruled it suicide yet neither. The medical examiner is keeping it open because the breaks in his neck is still the same as if you could have been strangled or hung, like the breaks in there. So, I like to think that a vigilante came and choked the shit out of his ass and wrapped some panties around his goddamn neck.
They said the man ordered 2 pairs size 5 panties from the jail, So they say that's what he killed himself with. I don't know how you get panties.
What you
for
think
a
he was
man.
thinking about when he was ordering on the commissary sheet?
Well,
because I don't know how they were selling women panties at the men prison.
To a man prison. You know what I'm saying?
And that shit was like...
They're like selling skirts at Morehouse.
And that shit was like a holdover or something like that housed both. You know what I'm saying? I can't see how he was at a man prison. But
that's like I said, that's like selling skirts at Morehouse. We didn't see him, but we didn't see him wearing them. Y'all selling skirts at the campus.
I don't know, P.
My man Charles Silk Dunn can elaborate on that a little bit. Silk, how did he kill himself in the prison?
Oh, man, one thing for sure, you can really kill yourself anywhere. If you really determined or committed to do anything, you can get it done.
Yeah.
You can get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can use the sheets. You can use all kind of excuses. You can wait till you go to the shower because they got to let you get showers twice a week, even if you're in protective custody. So,
really?
Yeah. So, they're going to let you wash your ass. That's for sure.
But they said some of the sheets are so thin, you can tear them like that. It made them so thin you can't hang yourself with them.
Man, listen.
Rope them together.
I don't know.
Make a rope out of it.
In the time that I was there, man, there's so many people I know hung themselves. You can really use your pants, the khakis that you have to hang yourself.
Wow. Yeah. So you think it's possible he could have hung himself?
Absolutely.
But he's in protective custody, supposed to be in a suicide watch. I thought they have a special cell for you.
There is no protective custody from yourself.
Oh, okay.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But we talking about a guy who got billions of dollars.
But
he could have somehow paid most of his sentence off. You would think.
Nah. One thing for sure, I did federal time. So let me tell you something about federal prison. Federal prison is made for the people that think that their bankroll is so big that they don't have to go to jail. That's what federal prison is for.
Oh, okay.
The people that got the big bankrolls that think you don't have to go to jail.
Yeah.
Because you got big money.
Right. Oh, okay.
That's what federal prison is for.
Okay, that's why Castro, what's his name? El Chapo. El Chapo still trying to pay people to dig another hole for him.
That's why it's called federal prison.
Right. Oh, okay. For the people who think they're above the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Think your money above the law.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because see, a lot of people out here thinking, oh, the man had enough money. He could have paid his way out of this situation. But I mean, when you're dealing with kids and pedophiles, that's a
But at the same time, I mean, like, I don't feel. I think it's a victory. I don't feel no way about it. You know what I'm saying?
Really, a lot of people feel that way. If it's the truth, it's
especially if it's the truth. And hell, if he took yourself out, he must have felt he knew it was the truth.
Yeah, I mean, he had an island. I would have never left the island. I'd have just fortitude the island. I'd have just put walls all around the island. Like Trump want to put walls around Mexico, I'd have put walls all the way around my island. Okay, come on in now. You want to?
Come on in. You got to bomb. you have to have an aerial strike to get up in here.
But in all truth to everybody out there watching, I know you wonder who my man Silk Charles Dunn is. I'm gonna let him tell you a little bit more about his story, who he is, and how he's able to elaborate on this type of life that Epstein was living that most people don't know nothing about. Silk, tell them who you are.
At 23 years old, I was charged with a CCE. That's the formal charge. It's called Controlling Criminal Enterprise, A48 statute. When you supervise or organize 5 or more people in a continuous and serious violations, federal violations, the nickname for it is the drug kingpin charge. So I was charged with the drug kingpin charge at 23 years old, out of Columbus, Ohio. Refused to cooperate, of course. Went to trial and got 30 years. While in prison, I served time at some of the Supermax facilities from the Lewisburgs, the USP Islandwoods, Beckley McKean, you name it. And I started life coaching and creating curriculums for tens of thousands of prisoners from all over the country. And in 2015, President Obama and the Sentence Reduction Act for drugs kicked me out of prison about 2 years earlier than I was supposed to get out.
Oh. Good for Obama.
Coaching and mentoring, sure.
Man, that was a good program, man. You know, sure. It was a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
Long time coming. Yeah, now I know we spoke numerous of time about some of the things that go on in prison. It ain't nothing to be joking about. Yeah. But some of the things you told me, I just thought was hilarious. You know what I mean? Like the farting in the cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't realize that prison is a world inside of itself, and you also have what I call prison politics.
Right.
So if you don't understand the politics of prison, you better get educated on them real fast.
Real quick.
Yeah. So that's why that I've also created a prison consultant firm.
Exactly.
Because you have a lot of people from Wall Street going to prison, and I tell them that your money is not going to help you. Yeah. When you go to federal prison, because a lot of people got money in federal.
Hey, that sound like you ever seen the movie? What was it? Get Ready? With Kevin Hart. Get Hard.
Yeah.
You might need to start a program like that, because there's a lot of people that they know they getting ready to go.
He did start one.
Yeah, I did.
He actually got one.
Yeah, I actually have one.
And what are some of the things that you're covering?
Oh man, well, one of the things is cell etiquette. So here's some of the things that you would never think can get your whole head knocked off.
Okay.
Like one, if somebody comes to your room or your cell to come and holler at you,
right?
The last thing you want to do, first of all, is let them walk into the cell, and 2, you don't want them to sit on your cellie's bunk. So if somebody come to talk to you and you don't know no better, your cellie not there, he'll come in and sit right on your cellie's bunk. You do not put your ass on somebody's bunk where you sleep unless you're trying to die.
Right.
So it's things like that you would never consider. I was lecturing to a group out in LA about, they was telling me, well, some things is common sense. I said, okay, I'm gonna show you one that's not common sense. The first death that I saw. USP Islandwood. Now get ready for this. You got a table next to you, right? Uh-huh. Nobody is sitting at that table but one person at the far corner. So visualize that. Right. Now, it's 4 of us trying to sit down at this table to eat, but somebody left a dirty tray on the table.
Right.
Now, you would think you picking up this tray and putting this tray on an empty table where only one person is seating is cool, right? You would think that? Okay, that would have got you stabbed. Because when he put the tray there, the guy across from him said, hey, excuse me, brother, don't put that trash on my table while I'm eating. Right. So the dude say, man, you sitting way across there. Man, I'm sitting the tray right here. He say, bro, I'm going to ask you one more time, man. Please don't sit that trash on the table when I'm eating. The dude left it there. Man, I ain't studying you. Man, the dude went out like wasn't nothing happening. This is the first murder I saw. USP Hollywood, man, he came back and put 10 inches of steel in that dude, man. That dude was hollering like somebody threw acid on him. He stabbed him at least 20, 30 times, man. Yeah.
So you got to explain now, was it, Cause you know how in prison, in federal prison, how we broke down. You know what I'm saying? Right. How we got the different cities, we got the different sets. We got it. Was it a different ethnic group that table that he put that on? Was it
nope.
a white dude?
No, actually, that's a great question.
Was he a blood? Was it a Crip table he put it on? Because I know how it is in the system.
Yes,
you know
that's an excellent question. And you also got unassigned but assigned seats. Like certain states sit certain places. Oh, absolutely. You don't just go in no child hall and just grab a seat and sit down.
Anywhere you want to sit. You can't do that.
No, you better learn it fast. That's why as soon as you get off that bus, people going to approach you and say, hey, man, where are you from? And when you tell them where you from, they're going to say, hey, man, your homeboys is right over so-and-so. And then when you get there, right, either your roommate or your homeboy is going to say, hey, man, as soon as you can, bro, get that paperwork for me. And you're going to say, paperwork? What paperwork? Nah, we want to read your PSI. We want to see your case. We want to make sure you ain't no snitch, you ain't hot, or we running you up top.
Or you got two choices. You can stay here and stay in the fire, or you can pack up and go up top. Them the only two catch out and go to the shoot. Protective custody.
PC, the same place where we talking about Epstein killed himself at. Yeah. Where
the only choice you got.
Picture you in your bathroom, right? Where your bathtub is your bunk, right? You don't have no windows, and you got a little bitty chute where they slide your food through like you a dog.
They got my stomach hurt. I got them.
That's.
Yeah.
Just hold it.
Okay. I got you. All right. Kickstand it.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah. But that's important for people to know.
Most definitely.
The people don't know that goes on. But tell me the story about farting in the cell. Tell me that one.
So the second time I seen the dude get whooped, I was just in a medium. I was in a medium high, and it's just different cultures. Now, white. Not all whites. I'm just saying most whites that I've been around in my life, they think that when they pass gas, somebody say, "Oh, Mark, that was a good one. Boy, you really stink." Da, 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 da. But in our culture,
it's disrespectful.
It's extremely disrespectful to pass gas. So when Bo P and I got cool, he was asking me about some of the things you shouldn't do in jail. I said, man, first time I seen a dude get his jaw broke, dude came in and like raised up his leg like it's a joke. Like raised up his leg and say, man, like, oh man, I got that out, man. Dude from DC, he got up, he said, man, what's your problem? So dude was like, man, that was a good one, man. I didn't know his teeth, man. He literally hit that dude with a crispy two-piece. I thought he was Thomas Hearns, man. Broke dude's jaw. Right there. See, that's what I mean when I tell you prison is a world inside of itself, man. The respect level is so high. That's why it's so hard for some of us to come home and make it, because people bumping into you in lines and not saying excuse me. Man, you really gotta, to a degree, brothers and women that do a lot of time in prison, there's a degree of that PTSD. Yeah. Cause you come home, like I got guys that been home 3 years and still can't go to the mall.
Tell me one of your first ones, cause I seen a dude when we came home, cause I did federal time too. When we came home to the halfway house over there off Fulton and Dutchman.
I should do a background check on your ass.
Yeah, man, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might want to fire me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? I'm gonna fail the piss test too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when they send you there, you know what I'm saying? You know how they send you out to go get your child the first time. So it was a white dude in there. He had did like 30 years. You know what I'm saying? He did like 30 years. We got on the MARTA bus. We had to go down on MLK to the Department of Labor.
Yep, we all do that.
So I'm sitting back. I got my headphones on. I'm nervous myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm nervous too. There's a lot of people around. So because in prison, it's a certain space. Right. You got this certain space, and once you enter that certain space, it's like, pardon me, excuse me. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I still do that to this day.
Yeah, of course.
I get close to people and don't even what they consider would be close, but to me, it's close. I enter your space.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, pardon me, I'm saying that all day. Right. So the dude got on the bus, and I saw his meltdown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or just everything hitting.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, he melted down, man. That's hard time. Then like 15 minutes later, we got off the bus, went inside the Department of Labor, and one of the baddest chicks ever walked up to me and said, hey, how you doing? And I couldn't look at her, Bo.
Right.
Bo, by the time I got the courage to look back up, Bo, she was gone. She was like, this nigga retarded as hell. Hell wrong with this retarded ass boy. But it's that type of mentality that being in there, it gets your mind like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that, and please, man, this is no disrespect to him because what he's saying is true. But I'm gonna tell you one of the things that bothered me, and I address this in a lot of my classes. What I despise so much is that, and this is something totally different than dealing with a woman. Mm-hmm. The guys in prison have no problem going to war with you about disrespect. But when it comes to that white man in the suit and tie that didn't get his visiting form right, or done messed up his calls, or messed up where he can't do something, now he gonna talk what I call prison talk, right? Gangster talk in the cell. Man, when I see that counselor, I'm telling you, I'm gonna check him. So I was the one that bet, hey man, they got a counselor right there. Very intimidated to approach white men of power in a suit and tie to address needs of your own. Do you know why, man? And listen to me now, man. I thank God for not being me, but you can, well, Bo Peep know firsthand because he actually interviewed tons of guys that knew me. You know how many times men approach me to go address the warden or the counselor or the case manager to address their medical concerns, their family concerns, because when they get up against, because that's what the system does. It tries to beat the man up out of you. Mm-hmm. To where you shut up, sit down, stand up, count. You going to, it's like woo. And if you buy that program, when you come home, you're scared of everybody. Mm-hmm. You scared of everybody, man. Part of going through prison and doing that long time, man, is being resilient, having the spiritual fortitude, not allowing, man, the environmental influences to get anywhere near your personal constitution. But what I realized, so many men came to jail without one. So if you don't have a personal constitution, any fool can make up a rule and every fool gonna follow it. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So I saw so many men not get they just due because now, damn, man, I'm telling you, see, this is wrong. I was supposed to be in a bottom bunk. I said, well, listen, why are you talking to me about it? Go talk to the person that can change your condition. But they'll talk to their roommate about it. They'll complain. Now, listen, let you do something wrong about touching the television. He ready to go get a 12-inch knife and put it in your neck.
And cut your whole head off.
But then you got a white dude in a suit and tie that won't let him see his kids because they too lazy to fill out the visiting form, and he'll let him take his sweet time.
And it's not just as bad as he won't talk to him. It be as bad as when you come to talk to them, they can't even formulate their sentences. You see what I'm saying? Man, like that's how much like they got fear. You so bad. The fear is so bad you can't formulate your sentence. You know what you want to say. You comfortable talking to your black brother about it in the cell because that's really what it is. But when it comes to them, you really intimidated. You see what I'm saying? Right. You get to them, then you see them, and you see your mind and got tricked so good that you see authority and that you're supposed to bow down. So it's like, okay, man, I really want that.
Man, that used to bother me.
I guess that's why the slaves talk like that. You know what I'm saying? You was scared.
It's the same mentality.
Man, mentality. That bothers me so much, man, because when I got out, we had the guy from CNN, Bo Peep was there, and they was asking me, well, how you feel, getting out of prison after serving all that time? And I said, you want the lie or you want the truth? And they said, no, we want the truth. I said, well, I feel the same way I did 15 minutes ago before I just drove out. So that's just what they did. They started laughing like, okay, well, this dude must be being arrogant. So I said, no, you asked me for the truth. I said, can I explain why? And they said, yeah. I said, do you really think through the grace of God that I could accomplish all the stuff I accomplished if I really would have felt like I was being punished there? Right. Because the only way that I could feel joy right now, I would have had to feel like I was being punished there. I would have had to be sad there to be happy out here.
Right.
But I say, let me give you something to think about. I said, how do you feel when you walk from your living room to your kitchen? Do you feel any different when you traverse that space? What about from your garage to your dining room? Did any emotions change? And she like, no. I said, you want to know why? Because you take you with you. I said, see, for me, if you got Taco Bell right here and I walk into Taco Bell and buy a taco, and then I step out of it, 10 years later, they knock that building down and put Kroger's. Then 5 years later, they knock that down and put a prison. It's up to me if when I step across that threshold, if I surrender my joy and my manhood and my sanctity of who and what I am. See, so many people forfeit it. They say, like, as soon as I cross this threshold, I'm supposed to be sad and in 28 years, 2 hours, and 4 minutes. When I come out, now I'm happy. Oh my God, freedom. And I'm like, wow. I said, nah, you don't have that kind of power over me. Do you know how many officers I got into it with that used to say, well, you're the only person I see that's happy in prison? I said, well, sir, you act like you feel worse in prison than I do. And you go home every day.
Yeah.
I said, sir, the difference with me and most people, my joy ain't for sale. See, you can't buy my joy. You know what I mean? I was in Lewisburg, USP Islandwood, Beckley, McKean. They gave me 30 years at 23 years old. And you can check with anybody, Bo P included, who was talking to me while I was in prison. And they would tell you, man, Silk was the same way. Laughing, smiling, and helping the world.
I would have never known he was in prison. Many phone calls I could get to. I can call him. I know y'all wanted to how Bo P get connected with someone like this, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's another show.
Yeah, another space and time. Yeah,
you ain't let your spirit be in prison, man. You ain't let your spirit be in prison.
Definitely, man.
Right.
And
there's a lot of them that let it. In fact, I was having this conversation with my wife and my father earlier, talking about prison earlier, and we was talking about how someone young could go in there, and if your mindset ain't strong, it can break you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? To where you know how the jokers get in there and get hooked on they put them on the Thorazine. And I'm gonna tell you, in certain camps I have been to, and you can see it, man, when they call pill call. They do the pill call. Man, you got to see these people coming like ants, man, like shuffling. Going to go get these pills, man. This shit is so sad.
And really, it's crazy medicine.
Yeah. Cause a lot of them before they even got on it, like we had this little dude, man, from Alabama named Chris, you know what I'm saying? He used to want to fight all the time. He was wild. Man, till when they broke him down, he was just...
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's sad, man. It's sad. Your mind got to be strong, man.
I'm going to tell you something, man, to show you how powerful what he's saying is. To me, we have become... a doubt-ridden, fear-driven society. Mm-hmm. Everything on TV is pushing you to conform to a shock box. You're scared of terrorists. You're scared to fly. You're scared to get in the car because of the accidents and the deaths. You're scared to go to jail.
Scared of immigration.
Right. You're no longer yourself. And when you go to prison, this is what I explain to judges, right? When I've been interviewed by a lot of different prosecutors and judges, and I always tell them all the time, you can never complain when you pull up at a stoplight and somebody pull up and got a gun to your head and tell you to get out the car. Because if you were in a position of authority to make a change in the penal system and you did nothing, say nothing. When you or your loved ones are a victim of a crime.
Right.
Say nothing, because the simple fact of this, like he said, when they put you in prison, everybody is beating you down. They're trained to try to strip you of everything you are, including your will to be free. They don't even want you to have the will to be free, because then you might try to get free. So when they strip you of that, now all of a sudden, the day before you go home or the day you go home, guess what they do? And this is what I told the judges. They got nerve to shake your hand and say, hey, man, good luck to you, man. Please don't come back. Now, after this man or a woman done disrespected you your whole bid, am I lying, bro? They shake your hand and say, man, good luck, man. Congratulations, man. Don't come back in here. Right. So not only are the inmates program, but the correctional officers that's guarding the inmates are programmed to treat them a certain way.
Yeah, we're gonna go to break for a second. I want to pull up some video of him speaking. Show you how I got something saved on your desktop over there. We can pull up. We're gonna go to a break, play some music real quick, and we'll be right back. My man Charles Silk Don is in the house with us right now. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that was a good preaching.
Oh no, hell no, man. Y'all done up and done it. Oh no, hell no, boy. Y'all done up and done it. Oh no, hell no, man. Y'all done up and done it. Y'all done up and done it, man. Y'all done up and done it. My first song was like 48 bars with no hook. You hear me flipping through my pages out my favorite notebook. The microphone was in the closet. No headphones, we lost it. Niggas scared to get some water. Roaches hanging over the faucet. No AC, there's a breaker. Sweat just trying to make beats. E-Dub was been the hustler. Flirting with all his customers and flat broke. Nappy smoking blacks out on the back post. I'm thinking I got everything the country boy can ask for. Now what we do to get here? Say that, boy. Lay it down and bring it to you raw. Say that, boy. Hey, now we heard some, suffer for more. Chase what we work for. Hated for the cussing, but the hatred it made us cuss more. Held on, but it was hard. Stepped up, took charge, ran through what we scared of. What was we afraid for? Look at what we made of. Hard that made us. Being here is alright, but must believe we want more. The big fat wheels on the side, the dirty cow grills on the ride, and them country all hell no, man. Y'all do nothing but hell no, boy. Y'all do nothing dirty, hell no, man. Y'all do nothing dirty, y'all do nothing dirty, man. Y'all do nothing dirty.
My Jaeger be hog wild, 50 from that rooter to that shooter foul. Hell no, them country ball game hit it top off 6 miles. Kentucky move them 10 folk. Twinkies with them 100 spoke. Scullet on that front post. Plus you know they got drove. 79 Coupe de Ville. Heard a cow, cat a grill. Interstate 65. Headed down that Cashville. Glassfield to the tippy top. Backseat bin. Spent my last cent on the rent. Left a pocket length. A damn shame. Gotta grind anything and everything. Give me crack on. Cross the county line with Mary Jane. A long time a gravel road to cash and fame and stole my soul to hell and back and forth with same jeans and nappy fro.
I bought the Holly, I like my Harley. Not parties with shorties, wildin' like they swallowing Bacardi. Talk about the skin, probably gotta like it. Understand, you're about to lose your life fucking with them. The country boys on the ride, the big fat wheels on the side, the dirty cow grills on the ride, and them country boys, hell no, man. Y'all do nothing but hell no, boy. Y'all do nothing dirty, hell no, man. Y'all do nothing dirty, y'all do nothing dirty, man. Y'all do nothing dirty. Them country boys with them big fat wheels, the dirty cow grills.
We're back here live right here, man. The P Spot. It's the P Spot every Sunday night, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, broadcasting live from the beautiful Uptown Comedy Corner. Tonight we are what it's called tonight. The whole crew is stupid. That's what's going on over there tonight. The whole crew is stupid.
The whole crew is stupid.
But we're sitting in right now, man. Got my man Cold Grits in the house with me. Always sitting in with me. And tonight we got our special guest, Mr. Charles Silk Dunn, in the house. And before the break, we're doing a little prison talk.
Yeah.
Do a little jail time talk.
Prison etiquette. Shit that you should not do that'll get your ass shanked. You know what I'm saying? That, like, rule number 1. Leave that damn TV alone. Woo. That trick box. The trick box. That trick box will trick you out your life. Having the opinion on what's being viewed on that TV and you ain't on the majority side.
Right. Absolutely.
Boy, can end up real bad. 2. Stay away from gambling.
Yeah.
Stay away from the card table. That card table will do something to you too.
Yeah.
3 on my list, on Cold Grit Surviving Prison list, my top 3. Stay away from damn sports. Basketball and shit like that. Flag football. That shit can end bad too.
That's true.
That's my top 3 not to get shanked and turned into a fun boy. Cold Grits. The P Spot.
I like it. I like
real shit, man. Real shit.
But y'all was discussing something off the air that people didn't hear. I wanted to talk about. You talking about people who couldn't read and found it to be a big.
I worked in the education program, in the education department. I taught the GED program, so I taught math and English, right? So it's a lot of guys that was really like getting money. I mean, like
millionaires,
millionaire dudes,
multi-millionaire,
touching money that can't read. Not read a damn lick. I mean, like, we down all the way down to the hook on phonics. Run, Scott, jump. Yeah, like that.
Nah, for real.
For real.
That's why I
had to read their letters or write their letters for them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dudes I had to tell that their old lady was fucking their partner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know a nigga named Cadillac Ray? Man, that nigga, I did motherfucker your old lady.
Nah, for real.
For
man.
real.
For real. I was
you gotta tell them
and she done wrote him and told him that.
And I read the shit. I know the shit before he know it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't read it then. I'm like, now this nigga about to snap.
Yeah.
I saved a lot of relationships too, like that. You ever do that?
Code it over.
Right.
Code it over.
Right.
Yeah.
Give advice like, hey, you know, a fool knoweth of all things but his own ignorance. And I guess I was that fool, basically writing for the dude who was so much pursuing money that he was abandoning his family. So, you know, just trying to help some of the brothers get some of the
business. We had a Save Your Bitch gang. It was like 4 of us. You know what I'm saying? We help you through your shit.
Right.
Like, I write the letters. Another nigga, he do the poetry.
That nigga do the drawing. Nigga drawing. Yeah.
Then I got the Migo over there, you know what I'm saying? Give him a couple suits and a couple honey buns. He gonna make your girl a platinum purse out of the inside of a potato chip bag. For real. We gonna send a whole package off to your old lady. And if she don't take that, then Cadillac Red gonna keep fucking her. Hey, but we gonna try. We got a care package for your ass, though.
I'm gonna tell you something else that he said.
That's real shit.
She the club with attention, man.
Yeah. Some of the most brilliant minds, man, that I have ever, seen, man. The creativity that goes on behind prison, man, and he was just discussing earlier, is just phenomenal. I'm talking about guys, man, like
frying fish in they sails.
I'm talking about making chessboards. You ever see the one where they make the chessboards out of the toilet paper and the soap? Toilet paper and soap.
Yeah.
I'm talking about chessboards, pieces this high. I'm talking about, and you be like, what in the world? Then I see dudes so pressed to smoke. Man, listen, they go up in the lights and disconnect the light. Yeah, and man. What? Listen, they'll take not onions, but orange peels and something else and let it sit out for so long and put something else on it. I say, man, what in the world?
Motherfucker, come up with some shit, man.
I'm telling you, some bad
fried fish in sales. You know how they be making the stingers.
Oh, the stingers. Oh, yeah.
Frying fish in the sales.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers selling fish plates in prison.
Yes.
You think I'm
Banana, listen.
Bo P, I did not eat in the kitchen, Bo P.
He think that we joking.
Bo P.
He think we joking.
I didn't eat in the kitchen. I ate amongst the village. We got a nacho man. We got a pizza man.
Listen,
we got
Bo
a nigga
P,
that got the
you gonna
fish
swear
plates.
that I'm lying? Guess what I was?
What?
The banana pudding man.
Oh,
Man, listen to me now. Now, I also sold weed and stuff too early
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
but I was a banana pudding man. But listen to this.
Yeah.
I had at least 20 orders a move. Like you had control move, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So, and I was selling them for a book of stamps a bowl.
Right.
So I was making this is when I first early, I was making $200-300 a day just selling banana pudding.
hold up, Bo P. Did you hear the money? Did you hear the money, Bo
Yeah,
P?
he ain't telling me, man.
A book of stamps, Bo P.
Yeah.
20 stamps
For the bowl.
rolled up with a piece of paper over it with some tape on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the money, Bo P.
Absolutely.
Then you can
Bo
turn
P
this
is laughing at
movement
us.
for real. I'm gonna show you how you get money and you can get released from that and have money on your books.
Absolutely.
And then you get all these books. Then you got like the bookie man that do the tickets, right? To do all the sports tickets and all that. 'Cause I used to write too.
Yeah.
And do the bookie tickets. So you might want to come and buy all the books from me. You know what I'm saying? To pay off your winners and all that. So now you're going to do the transaction of buying the book. So somebody going to take and transfer the money to my account for the books. I'm going to give you the book of stamps. Now I got cash money on my account. And
I'm
that's
gonna
how it
tell you
works.
something, man, and this is for the next show. I know that I was hesitant about getting out of prison because I had so much money buried and put up in jail that it was gonna take me at least a month to get it out. That's on everything.
Burying it all around the yard and shit.
Peanut butter jars. I'm telling you real talk. Listen, man, when you doing that kind of time in prison, you have to anticipate that life as you know it is not gonna even exist no more.
So you got to prepare
Mom,
for the worst.
dad, everybody, you know what I mean? You have to sustain yourself. And man, it's so much money in prison. It's ridiculous. Bro, listen,
I got
man.
out with money.
Listen,
He was
I
telling me
know
about how much a cell phone.
this is a PG
Oh.
story. Listen, when I tell you, like, my man is sitting right here next to me, and I'm trying to keep it PG. When I tell you that I made so much money my last 7 years in prison, in jail, being a bookie, taking cash bets. Like, if you want to bet on Georgia, you can come bet $500 to $1,000 with me. Cash bet, though.
There's money like this floating around in the field.
Absolutely.
Damn.
That's what I'm telling you, dude, about.
Absolutely.
You can go look at, like, we play poker. And we got our little set teams that play poker. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to keep it PG either. This is
You can,
Oh,
internet.
okay.
You can look at the books. You can look at books, and it's easy to look in the books and see that Jose or John is down $1,500, $2,500 in the hole.
Listen.
$1,500,
Listen.
$2,500, $3,500 in the hole, and you feel comfortable, and it ain't no trip. You know that either he gonna play up out of it, or you give him a chance to play up out of it. Either he gonna play up, but his money good.
Listen to this.
That money gonna get wide.
Listen to this. This is,
Yeah.
since you said that I can go in and say, listen, let me give you ballpark figures. I made, and there's a lot of people, I ain't talking about just me. There's a lot of people that can verify this story about me in federal prison. I made over $250,000 a year my last 7 years in federal prison. Listen to me. Listen to
Very
me.
possible.
Real talk.
Very possible.
Cigarettes, right? I sell cigarettes
I'm
for.
over there for $20.
See, he already know. Listen,
$20.
I sell a carton for $200.
$20 in one cigarette.
$200 a carton.
And niggas buying this shit.
Wait a minute.
That's why so
But
much dick sucking going on.
I'm not really making all of the money. You want to know why? Because the dudes that selling the packs, they sell packs for $100 a pack.
Okay.
And like he said, the cigarettes is $20.
But hold on though, he leaving something out. It's just like the dope game.
Yeah.
You know how you got the nigga that got the bricks?
Yeah.
Then you got the nigga that got like the half a brick.
Right.
Then you got the nigga that got the quarter.
The dime bag.
Then you got the nigga that got the dime bag.
Hey,
It's
that's
just like
real.
that.
Yeah.
Then you, from the niggas that got the packs, then it's a nigga that got just buying like 5 cigarettes. And he's breaking them bitches down.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
Guess what they use for roll-up paper? Do you know the paper over the toilet tissue? Yeah. That little paper, they use that for the roll-ups.
Blue steel. It's called Blue Steel. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, listen. We can't make this up.
Can't make this shit up. This shit
I am
is
not a
crazy,
comedian.
man.
He's a comedian. I'm not a comedian. This is real life stuff, man. But prison, man, for me, all jokes aside, I wouldn't trade the experience for the world.
Were you able to get money out of it?
Like I said before,
we didn't get all the money. We didn't get all the money.
There's
Still
no
somebody
time to
out
tell you how we met. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We didn't get all the money. No, the money's still buried.
exactly.
Somebody
But
go
it
open that
happens
peanut
like
jar
that,
up
man.
later on in a couple of years. Somebody go open a peanut jar.
Listen, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, man. Books and stamps, man. It's the money,
prison.
man.
Straight up.
Go in there and make it work, man. Like my people, man, when I went to prison, man, my people sent me money one time. And my mama, I did state time and I did federal time. Did state time, I wasn't really hustling. There really ain't no money in there. They had to send me money all the time. I got to the feds and I got to hustling. Nigga wine, doing everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm the hooch man, every goddamn blue lightning. The blue lightning where you take and distill off the liquor and make what you would call what we would call
moonshine.
Corn liquor. Moonshine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
corn liquor, yeah.
You could burn it off like that too. Oh yeah, you can light that shit on fire and that. You can pour it out on the table and test it. That's how they test it before they leave.
Yeah.
Pour it out, set it on fire, that motherfucker catch a little blue flame. Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Little peanut butter jar, $20. That's how you come up. But when I got to the feds, I was hustling. So my people like, nigga, you ain't been asking for no money. What the hell you got going on in there?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I had a couple girlfriends. I paid a couple light bills and shit from jail. They like, that bitch paying light bills from jail. What the fuck he do? I'm like, I'm just shit. Paying light bills now. I'm tricking from the prison, baby. You know what I'm saying? I pay a light bill. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me slang these honeymoons. You know what I'm saying? I pay a light bill, baby, right from the chain gang. Yeah, it's possible. It's people in there taking care of whole families from prison.
Yeah.
For money they getting in prison.
I know that story
That
very
shit's
well.
crazy, man.
But man, here
You have also dudes in Unicore. I used to watch some of the guys I help, dudes that work Unicore. That's like the factory, and and that's just straight up labor. And man, I would look at some of the guys' books. Man, some of the guys say $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 on their book. And I ain't talking about hustling like we hustling. I'm talking about straight 10, 15, 20 years working overtime.
Or saving like $200-$300 a month.
A month.
Cause Unicore, you gonna get like $200 or $300 a month. You got different ones do different things.
Right.
Different Unicore like factories. Some might do couches. Some might do fatigues for the military. Some might do road signs. Some might do couches and chairs. Different ones do different things. But yeah, it's some of them that save their money up, man. They go to the store for their little $10, $15. They content with that. You know what I'm saying? Get their little $10 for their little couple little soups and eat out the kitchen. They stack that money up, man.
Do you know, it's so amazing he said that. Do you know, when I came home, man, and I see so many people felt like that I should have felt like I was behind. To be honest with you, I feel like that I was in front of everybody, not behind. And I'm going to explain why. Because when I came home, I see that society breeds robots. You know what I mean? Like, go to work, go home, watch reality TV, go to eat, go to bed. And the world does not know that everyone's following the follower. So you have lost your creative self because you have been scripted into a society that has you like a human robot. And everybody walking down the street like this, you go in the restaurant, everybody is on the phone. I'm like, wow, people's memories are not as sharp as they are. People can't even remember how to get somewhere without putting it in Google or asking Siri or putting it in the GPS. And society has become way farther behind. You talking about somebody...
So they losing brain power. You ain't exercising your brain no more.
Exactly. So you talking about somebody who went in jail and continued to build...
And exercise your brain.
Exercise my brain. And listen to this now. I tell folks this all the time. Be careful when you talk to most people that's been in federal prison who allow themselves to be taught by other people, because you're no longer just sitting in front of a man, you're sitting in front of a nation of men. because we have absorbed the teachings of Chicago, D.C., L.A., Crips, Bloods, stock market people.
More Science Temple.
More Science Temple. Nation of Islam, Sunni Muslim, Shiite Muslim, Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey, Clarence 13X. I mean, you name it. When you go to federal prison and you allow yourself to be taught and educated.
You come out there with some shit, boy.
I came home with a 786 credit score, knowing everything about finances, and jumped into a $110,000 vehicle. He'll tell you that, and wasn't home 2 months. You want to know why? Because the guys that were bank presidents and loan officers from Wall Street, I took their financial classes. So you talking about some of the most brilliant minds
locked up teaching
in federal prison? They teaching us the game about credit score, about don't let your credit cards go beyond 30%, and pipelines. A lot of people don't know what pipelines is. Every bank branch manager has to give away so many automobile loans, so many home loans a month. Did you know that? No. But the bank managers teaching us this game. So if you go in the little glass office and talk to a branch manager and say, listen, man, I know you got quotas that you got to meet.
Peep this game.
I know you got so many loans you got to give out. I'm going to make it easy for you because I need a couple of those loans. So I allowed myself to be taught. So when I came home, I was telling everybody in federal prison, I said, man, when I get out of here, man, it's jet fuel. I just want the world to smell jet fuel. I ain't mad at nobody telling on me, testifying against me, because I allowed myself to evolve. So when I came home, everybody talking about how I feel being behind. No, I say you are not ahead of yourself until you be reintroduced to yourself. Because the world is following the follower. How do you learn how those shoes, the shirts, the hat? Oh, I like that. Let me buy that. Oh, I like that. Where you buy them? So before you know it, your whole life becomes imitation. So when you have something catastrophic happen to you, I tell people, you put pressure on the orange, you get orange juice. Put pressure on the grape, you put grapefruit juice. When you put pressure on someone's life, the intestinal essence comes forth. And a lot of people haven't had that kind of pressure. And when you get that kind of pressure, then you really know what you made of.
Cause see, I talked to this bro before he got out, and since he's been out, I've never heard him say "woe is me" one day. Never. Woe is me. Oh, they did this. Oh, I was treated like. Never ever. All we've talked about is moving forward and positive stuff. Like he's here today. The brother's been on. He's now touring the country. This is something we have to talk about next show. But he's touring the country. He got his own T-shirt line. You created his own clothing brand. You created it. He got his own books out now. I won't be denied. He can talk about that himself and everything. But I just want to let you know, ever since I've met the brother, he was in prison. I met him on the phone through another brother who introduced me to him. He said, man, I think you and this guy should talk. And I ain't gonna tell you how far we went to do things for each other when he was in there. That probably could get me locked up.
Yeah, some of the things. Hey, the same thing like we was trying to explain to him.
Yeah.
Like some of the things I can't even talk about them.
Yeah, especially on my behalf. It may come back on me. But when the brother got out of prison, CNN was there. That's how big it was. CNN was there with their cameras to interview the brother. The brother rode out of prison. This is no lie. I got the video. I shot it. Rode out of prison in a limousine. Limousine went into the prison to pick him up. Limousine came out the prison with him in, with his family in the limousine. This is, I've never seen this before. Balloons set off. People from all over the country was there to my man, what he did for him, what they did for them when he was in prison. And people, family members was there, wives, and that's not even with the husband that they were with. Like, hey, this man took care of me when my husband turned his back on me when he got to prison. This man paid my bills. This man did this for me and my kids. This man helped me and my kids go to college. This man moved us into a house. This man guys, grown men was like, man, if it wasn't for this guy here, I wouldn't have made it out of prison. So I met him when he was in prison, and when he was telling me all this, I'm thinking, oh, this man just talking mess, talking shit like anybody else. That's prison talk. But then, for some reason, I couldn't keep from talking to him. Kept talking to him. Then he said, man, I've got to get released, man. I need your help. Do some things. I said, what the hell you need me to do to get out of prison? They had to make a flyer. We made a flyer for these brothers to get out of prison. A flyer, getting out of prison flyer that we gave out around the country. And they was there. I was like, what the hell am I getting into? I didn't know. But the brother is everything that he speaks of. He is now. He got his own business where he, like he said, he consulting people who are going to prison. If you never,
because they need it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you really need it. If you want to survive, you really need it, and that's super dope, man.
Yeah.
That's a dope idea, man, and people need it for real, man. They really do, because, man, you don't know what you finna walk yourself into. We was talking earlier about my first time. I had been to state prison before, but my first time experiencing Atlanta USP walls, like waking up on the bus, like, you know what I'm saying, and we there, like 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up and we there, you know what I'm saying, and seeing the walls looking like they don't stop going up, and it was like, oh my damn God, where the hell am I at? And you could feel that a lot of people died in that prison. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can feel that stuff floating around.
Yes,
there, man.
you can.
It's a lot of blood and got spilled behind the walls, and you can feel that stuff. So there's certain things when people's around there just walking and talking and just playing, doing dumb shit as you moving and transferring through those type of things that I was thinking about when I was in there. Like, damn, man, how much blood and got spilled in here? You can feel this shit. Yeah. If you're in tune with yourself, you'll feel it. But there's some brilliant minds in there, man. A lot of brilliant dudes in there. Some of the most talented people in there that you will ever meet is in there. And if you take heed, you can learn a lot of things in there, man. Yeah.
All you gotta do is open yourself up, man.
Yeah. Learn a lot of things.
This is what I try to tell people. When I tell judges and prosecutors and people that feel like that they can't go to prison, I say, I want you right now to visualize. I want everybody that's watching this show that's never been to prison to visualize the most intelligent person you've ever met in your life. I want you to have that person in your head right now. Just viewers have them. Do you have that one person? Now, guess what? That person is one decision away from being a federal prisoner. One decision away from being a federal prisoner. You have some of the most brilliant minds that truly did nothing to get in prison, and they're in prison because they was with the wrong people, or because political, or because it just got to the point where people felt like they was in the way. They was just getting too much money.
Yep.
And if you look at the perspective and don't look at prison as a punishment, look at it as a change of location, a change of environment, and an opportunity to get an education that you will never get nowhere else. Did the viewers know Bill Gates was almost about to go to prison because they said he was monopolizing the computer industry, right. Microsoft. So you already knew that. Yeah. So it's a lot of people didn't know that. He had to break down his company because the government saying, man, you're getting too big. He was going to jail. A lot of people don't know why Don King fell off the face of this earth. They prosecuted him 3 times. And he beat it 3 times. He got hungry 3 times. And he fell back because he realized, man, listen, I'm giving you this to explain this to you. Be very mindful when you criticize people for going to jail. Because those are just people who had the courage to think outside the box. Half of our government is supposed to be in jail right now.
Hell, your president's supposed to be in jail.
Yeah.
Right
Old
now.
times.
Yeah.
Bush and them was been supposed to be in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your preacher.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing is we have to be careful that when people go to jail and they teach this wedge between civilization and prisoners.
Because they make you seem like you're a monster.
Right. So they want society to believe that we're all monsters and but the truth of the matter is, when you look at alcohol prohibition, you look at tobacco, you look at how this country is raised, you look at the meat industry. When you really look at what's going on in this country, right? They do everything: rob, steal, kill, rape, pillage, embezzle. And then they give you all these laws so you don't do all that to get it back from you.
Yeah. That's it. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game, man.
Speak on your book, man, and how people can get it before we get out of here.
The book is I Would Not Be Denied. Everybody thought I was going to have the book of, tell the story about the streets. To me, streets stay in the streets. To me, that's a form of dry snitching. I'm not going to sit up here and tell all the secrets of the streets and what I did, but I'll tell you what I will do. I will explain to you the process that it takes for a championship mentality to get through the dark spaces in your life. So I would not be denied have chapters like self-talk. What are you saying to yourself every day? Do you say stuff to yourself like, oh man, this is terrible. This is hard. And not, well, if you do that, then you are already losing. You're already defeating yourself. Your emotional identity. What were you raised thinking about? Were you raised in an environment of encouragement? Do you understand the price of fame? Do you understand some of the things that's in this book is really just identifying the process of achievement, what it takes to be truly successful in life, because it's a mindset. It is a mindset, and you have to want to breathe. You have to want to be successful just as much as you want to breathe. So that's really what it's about. Is a long book of itemizing the process of just having that championship mindset. What are you saying to yourself? What are the people? The fastest way to change your life is to change the company you keep. So it is also giving you tools to, like, if you are the sum of your life right now, let's say your sum is 28. If you don't like where you're at, the sum only comes about from the equation. So you got to change the mathematics of your life to change your sum. That means that you need to subtract some of the people you've been spending time with and add some new people to your life, because the sum is not bringing about the results to what you want. Right. So you need to take some of them people up out of your life. So that's what I Will Not Be Denied is about. It's about Get Loaded. I have a chapter in there called Get Loaded. Like, what are you pouring into yourself every day? Do you read the Bible? Do you read Socrates? Do you have positive people pouring into your spirit? How can you go to war when you have no artillery? Every day is a war. You're fighting bad thoughts. You're fighting against bills. You're fighting against poverty. You're fighting against racism. So if you're not loaded, if you don't have nothing in you, how you gonna win? You're shooting blanks. You ain't got nothing in your mind, and you ain't got nothing in your spirit. So your results is gonna be nothing. So you got to get loaded. And one of my favorite chapters, you gotta expect the magic. Every moment when something is going bad, you got to expect magic. You got to expect the magic.
Expect the magic.
Magic is coming, baby. It's coming. I Will Not Be Denied is on Amazon.com. Don't get locked into this cover, because the re-release is going down this weekend. I'm going to Chicago, to Chi-Town, talking to city colleges this week, and I'm going to be on the cover of the book. So just look for the book, I Will Not Be Denied, Charles Silk Dunn, Amazon.com. That's the brand. You created it. You can look me up, Charles Silk Dunn, on Instagram. You can follow me on YouTube. You created it means this. We have become a complaining and fault-finding society. But listen to me carefully. You will never, never have the power to change any aspect of your life until you own all of it. You created it. You are the creator that creates the thoughts, that creates the thing.
Get your 3 points on the PSI for accepting responsibility. I fucked you up with that one, didn't I?
Because I saw them getting that, because I was a trial baby. I went to trial.
Hey, you get your 3 points for accepting responsibility.
Last thoughts, Cold Grits, before we get out of here.
Hey, man, stay positive, man. If someone out there you can help, man, help that brother, man. Lift them up, man. Still open these doors for these sisters, man. Tell them they beautiful and all that, man. We got to uplift our sisters, too, man. And sisters, uplift your brothers, too, man. Keep uplifting your brothers. To all the single people, wrap that shit up, man. CDC is out here trying to kill us, man. They pumping this shit in the street. They say a mosquito got West Nile disease around here. So get you some off and all that shit and spray on your skin, because I don't know how a mosquito and flew from Africa all the way to Bankhead, and we might be infected by the West Nile disease. So keep your plenty of off and wrap up with condoms. Cold Grit said that.
Hey, man, it's Bo P. You've been in the P Spot with us tonight, man. We see y'all next week. week. Don't forget, man, always check it out. Every Sunday night, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's the P Spot right here at Urban Atlanta in Uptown. We check us out live every week right there. I thank y'all for watching. Don't forget, man, Uptown Comedy Corner this Tuesday night is open mic. Like always, we got open mic come through. If you ain't doing nothing, bring a friend. If you want to try comedy for the first time, come through yourself. Every Tuesday night, it's open mic, Uptown Comedy Corner, 8 o'clock. Be there. We'll see y'all next time. We're gonna leave out with a little video from when you was in Texas speaking. And you can tell them who you were speaking to real quick.
I was speaking at the NSA, the National Speakers Association convention. It was said to be the top speakers from all over the world. People there from other countries, and I was one of the 12 speakers chosen to speak in Dallas, Texas. Great privilege and honor at NSA, Dallas, Texas.
All right, we'll see y'all next time. This is my man Charles Silk Don speaking in Texas right here. We'll see y'all next week, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey man, you this first class this guy right here, man.
That really.
We had a little technical difficulty right there playing that. We'll see y'all next time. Go to YouTube, look up Charles Silk Don. You can see the video. We had a little technical difficulty playing it tonight. But go to YouTube, check out Charles Silk Don. You can see it for yourself. All right. Thank you very much. Good job, Silk.